FaceTime. It's going to work over a Skype call. Maybe that's going to be the future of dating. But I don't think that's great, because I think human interaction, face to face, personable to personable, is just the way to go.
Well, and maybe some of this will thin the herd a little bit.
Maybe. I
mean, I have hopes.
I agree.
And prayers. I mean, I hit my knees for all that. But I mean, one of the things when it comes to online dating that I think, I mean, setting all of our stories aside, between me now going, ugh, do I really want to start dating? The answer is no. Do I want somebody to like go to brunch with on Sunday? Big yes. Big fucking yes. I need a bruncher. So I am hiring. Or, no, not hiring. I'm not hiring anybody to go to brunch with me.
I was about to say, like, you're going to hire someone? How's this going to work?
Yes, I am paying people to go to brunch with me.
You're going to put out a Craigslist ad, hey, brunch with a nice...
A girl from Burbank.
Burbank.
No. You know, one of the things that's so important about all of this, to circle back with, I don't want to get into the dating scene. I have no interest in it. I have always been somebody that's had somebody on my arm all the time. Not from a sexual perspective per se, but just I've always had somebody like a go-to. I've always had somebody that I'm like, yo, what's up? Let's go out and hang out. Like, I've always had that. I don't have that anymore. And I don't know if that's because I was married for so long and now I'm not, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if it has something to do with my bod. I think most of it has to do with that. But regardless of the fact, I mean, one of the things that's so important to us is safety. And in regards to sex, just generally speaking, that's going to be something that you're going to hear, a topic that is interwoven through every single one of our episodes, is safety. And online dating and safety is so crazy. Just Google it and you will probably think twice. If not think twice, you might think more than that. So really it comes down to getting smart about it. There's so many stories that you can read about, horrific crime stories in regards to online dating. But I have one in regards to Tinder that I've been researching that's just like nutso. This one just pops up. It's actually it's recent. It's from November of last year, so 2018. This chick was on Tinder, and she took a little picture on her app, and she was like, oh my God, I'm ready for my date. And she did an emoji with some lovey, facey, kissy stuff, right? Which we all do, like hot date, it's our selfie culture, right? Last picture of her. Because the person that she went out on a date with ended up chopping her up into little bits and pieces. This couple... Oh God, these people are so fucking gross. Aubrey Trail and Bailey Boswell are accused. Their trial is not until June of this year. So that's just, it's a couple months away. But these two gross people lured this person in from Tinder. The girl actually set up the initial date. Bailey Boswell. Ew, Bailey Boswell.
Oh gosh.
Ew, I don't love that name at all. Don't trust anybody named BaileyBoswell.com. This Bailey Boswell chick ended up wooing this girl, if you can call it wooing. Her name is Sydney Loof. I want to give her name because she was 24 at the time. She was essentially found dumped in a field in Nebraska. And the people that connected this whole thing and made this happen, this couple... This Bailey Boswell girl essentially had a date with her, so established some rapport and some trust, and then they set up another date because they were going to have a threesome. And, you know, a lot can go bad at a threesome. This is... I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and lean towards this is probably more of the bad side of things that can happen during a threesome.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it ends in death, my goodness.
I mean, I don't know how many people that get off on, getting chopped up into little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So, but this poor little Sydney, so she disappears and she's gone for a month until they find her remains, and she was chopped into little bits and pieces. Rando part of it, well, not random actually, before she was killed, the couple on tape was caught buying the gear to chop her into pieces
Wow.
the day of their date.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insane.
Gross. So they were part of this, well, apparently willing participants in this sexual fantasy.
It's completely planned then. It was planned.
Totally.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I can't wait to find out what actually happens with this. But one of the things that's so scary is you just don't know. So don't be stupid, people. Don't be stupid just generally speaking, because I feel like the more and more that we're part of our administration, we're getting stupider. Whoa. I'm sorry. I just blacked out for a second.
Yep. You blacked out.
I blacked out for just a second.
Back. It's
I'm here.
Right. You got on your soapbox real quick. Everyone heard you.
Yep.
All right.
Just be careful. Be safe. This is what scares me about getting back into the dating world. I mean, it's scary enough just being single after what I've been through, just generally speaking. And I think a lot of women and men can, attest that breaking up sucks.
But don't you think that can happen, whether that's even like a regular relationship or a regular date that you'd go out with somebody? Like,
sure.
It
doesn't necessarily have to be from an app.
Yeah, that could be from rando Joe Schmo at Barney's Diner down the street. You know what I mean? Because, this could happen to any of us. I'm not trying to say, the next date you're going to go on this Friday, you're going to go to, again, Barney's Diner down the street, and you're going to meet with Erica, and Erica's like, hey, I'm so excited to meet you. And she ends up being this psycho bitch that ends up, stabbing you in the neck the minute she sees you. And that could be just from the girl, not that you met on a dating website, but that you could have met, again, at Barney's Diner, 2 weeks prior. You just don't know. So maybe there is a comfort, and maybe there is a safety with online dating.
Sure.
Then again, I'm gonna give this story here. July 30th, last year, 2018, a guy used dating websites to find victims and lure them to both murder and rape them. And it's you hear these stories and it doesn't faze us. When I read this, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm being an idiot. I know this is horrible of me to say, but it didn't faze me because I'm well, duh. But it's whoa, duh? That's your answer, John? Duh? And it's yeah, duh. It's so easy. It's so easy. And I'm again, 100%. This is horrible. This is disgusting. But I just find it where it's this is another tool to just have these predators like this, have these sick guys, or I'm not to be just zoning in on guys, but even women do this stuff.
Oh God, women be crazy.
It's this
women cut out children from other women's bellies from Craigslist ads. Are you? That's insane.
Never heard of that. That's
what?
News to me. That's news to me. I've never heard that. They cut out.
Dude, there was a story. Oh God, it probably was a year and a half ago, maybe, where there was, I believe it was, the story came down to where there was a gal that posted up hey, I've got all of these baby clothes for sale, and lured this pregnant girl to her place because the pregnant woman was okay, I'll take all of your hand-me-downs, which, A, ew. B, I get it. Not everybody can buy brand new clothes from frickin' Barney's. Okay, I totally get it. Not that I can buy clothes from Barney's, so that's that caveat.
Not Barney's Diner. Barney's a place, the fancy place.
I forgot that you called Barney's Diner. Yes, actually, all of our merchandise is actually located at Barney's Diner here in Burbank.
And FYI, there's no Barney's Diner in Burbank.
There is not, and nor is there merch yet.
Again, it's just a Joe Schmo. Anyway, so there's this woman
so this gal, lured this girl to her apartment, so on and so forth. Transaction successful. Then she did it again, and the same chick, I believe, and please, people, fact check this bitch, because we are not scholars, we are not doctors, we are not editorial aficionados. We are people talking about shit we hear and shit that's happened to us. Okay, so I believe that she lured either the same person or a second person, and through the same thing, hey, I've got a bunch of baby clothes, I lost my baby, or my baby was too old for these clothes and I'm just giving them away, whatever it was. Ended up, this girl ends up getting her baby cut out of her stomach, and it's gnarly. And it's not the first story that we've heard of this. So online is scary. So we've kind of digressed a little bit here. from online dating, but it still circles back to the same topic of safety. I certainly am scared to start dating again for all kinds of reasons, and this is just one of them.
I gotta be honest, I am so happy I don't have to date anymore.
You should be.
Meaning I'm gonna constantly have dates with my wife in the future. I'm so happy for that.
Sure.
I'm not saying I'm gonna be like lazy. If God forbid something happens between us and I would never date again, another
swear
woman.
to God, if you get lazy with her, I will bitch slap.
No, definitely not. But the point I'm trying to make is I'm just so happy that I'm over that hump.
I love it.
Honestly, it's like school. It's like school for me. It's like school for me, where it's like, cool, I had a fun time. It was great. I am so happy I'm done with it. But I'm always learning. It's the same thing. I'm so happy I'm over dating new people. But I'm so happy that I get to date one person for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but man, I don't want to. Like, I don't want to start dating. I don't give a shit about being in a relationship. I'm okay. Just being just Lindsay.
Even if like today you felt that you were compelled to go possibly, maybe it was just your own emotions or whatever, but you were just like, fuck it, I'm doing Tinder. Maybe it was your emotions, but...
Sure. I mean, absolutely. Earlier this morning when we were chit-chatting, I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm downloading every app on the planet because... And
I'm curious. Like, I wonder if people go there for that reason, where it's like, you know what? Fuck all human interaction. Let me see if I can find somewhere here, because whether it's easier, whatever reason it could be.
Well, mine wasn't sex-related at all, actually, because honestly, if I wanted to get laid right now, I could get laid. I'm not worried about that. I don't need an app to get laid. I don't. I never have, so why would I need it now?
Fair enough.
I'm not worried about that, and I'm not tooting my own horn by any means. I just know that if I seriously wanted to, I could pull it. I'm not worried about it. So that part of it, I guess I'm so frustrated with, I don't want one side of the coin or the other side. I seriously just want to hang out with a dude that I can just like go do stuff with that isn't going to end up with me being chopped into little bits and pieces and put into a bag in the middle of fucking downtown LA. That's not what I'm interested in. I mean, there's like the safest and most dangerous states for online dating. By the way, I just pulled up an article in regards to it. It's actually at the tail end of 2018. And the state of California, which is where we are, by the way, we're on a very low average of this scale for safe. If you want to be safe, go to Vermont.
Where there's like, how many people?
Exactly.
Where how many people are on there? Where again,
like Connecticut.
It's like Delaware or New Hampshire, where it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't think, this is where our sexual culture, I think, is really struggling. We don't need dating apps. Simple as that. I'm going to stand by that. We do not need dating apps.
And I disagree.
And that's fine. We can disagree on it, but I'm gonna close this all up. I'm so frustrated that as a society, we have to go to an online dating app or an online dating website, whatever it could be, eHarmony, Tinder, Grindr, whatever, to find who we're looking for, what we want. We're going to these apps, these websites, to come out with a perfect product at the end of it. I mean, how shitty is that as a society, where we can no longer go to a person down the street, ask them out, get to know them, only to get hurt and heartbreak because there's so many douchebags, so many assholes, so many bitches who will break the other person's heart. So instead, we think maybe a dating website works, and for a couple friends, they have. But maybe they've contrived your own personality, your own quirks, what makes you you, what you like, what you don't like. And at the end result, they put it into this computer algorithm, whatever that these websites use, these dating websites use. And you come out with this product, whether you're into a woman or you're into a man, and they say, you've matched with so-and-so. So you go on this date and it's so perfect. It's so awesome. It's like, it feels like the first time. We're singing, I know.
The first time.
Yep, feels like the first time where you finally have found someone that fits you. But you couldn't find that by going down the street to your diner or
No
going,
fucking way.
and that's bullshit.